Now, greetings, beautiful beings. We hope you all are drinking water and taking care of yourself. My name is Fatima Mann. I am the co-birther and chief of Love and Healing Work. And thank you for joining us for another Rooted in Us session and series. I'm here with my amazing friend and co-host and just overall dope being, Jeremy Teel, the creative genius. And I say the because I feel like he's one of the most creative, brilliant individuals I know, and he's just a genius at all of it. So I hope that you all are drinking water and that you are listening to your bodies and happy. Well, Pride is every month if you are mixed with the rainbow like we are, but happy Pride Month. And now that we're in July, we are in Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. So wanting to honor all of these things and just talk, we're going to talk about our personal journeys and pride and coming out and what it means to be our full authentic selves without having to hide pieces of ourselves. And then we're also going to talk about various ways that we support Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. And Jeremy has this amazing show coming up at the end of this month that I feel like aligns with everything minority mental health awareness. And it's just a really great artistic way to engage in these topics. Before we jump in, how you doing, friend?
I'm doing great. Hi, everybody. Good to see y'all. Jeremy Teel here, creative genius, friend of Fatima. There you go. That's my introduction. And I'm doing pretty good. Today is a good day from 2.5 weeks of travel. I'm so happy to be at my house. But also, when you're at your house after 2 weeks of travel, you have 2 weeks of maintenance to do to your house. So I hit with all that as soon as I came in. But I went to sleep. You'll be very proud of me. I drank a whole glass of water and I went and knocked out. That's what I did.
I am proud of you for that. How was your Pride Month? Did you do anything extra gay? Did you sprinkle like extra gayness throughout your Pride Month, or were you just the normal gay Jeremy?
I was just regular gay, just regular homosexual. This Pride Month reminded me how old I was. Like, I'm just old. And Pride doesn't mean what it used to. I party all the time. I don't need to wait until June. Like, I can go get my party on whenever I want to. I'm grown. But I will say there was a part of this year's Pride, at least working with, like, not having to work in with organizations this year. I didn't have any assignments that were Pride driven. I didn't have any like events I had to put on that were Pride specific. It was really nice. It's like, oh, this is great. So this is what straight people feel like all the time. This is straight people June. Got it. Love that. This is what it feels like. I can get used to this. But ultimately, though, I did again. I was like traveling so much, so I did get to get the tail end of LA Pride, the tail end of Chicago Pride, the beginnings of some of the Houston Pride stuff before I had to fly back out again. So technically, I went to 3 Prides. I just didn't participate as much as I have in the past. What about you?
I haven't really engaged in Pride in like 3 years since I left Charlotte. So I am in Greenville and I went to the Greenville, South Carolina Pride events where I went to my first uh, adult dessert bar, and I forget the name of it, but like everything is named after a sexual act, and all of the pictures on the wall make you want to like it's sexy and like there's n- not nipples per se, but breasts and cheeks, and I was like, I love it here. They have they had a free a friend speed date experience where you got to sit with different people and just meet individuals, and that was really cool. That happened Thursday. There was a go-go party Friday night. This too reminded me how old I am, and like we're 2 years away from 40, because back in the day we could do all the things, party at night, turn over, do something the next day at like 9 o'clock in the morning, take a little nap, go to the after party, go to the brunch on Sunday. Not me, okay?
No.
Friday, I ran around to make sure that there was snacks and electrolytes for everybody for Saturday for the festival because no one was going to be dehydrated and fall out on my watch. So I ran around Friday, like not gonna happen. Ran around Friday, and then I had told the universe that I wanted to dance outside. So after running around, I treated myself to a ice cream because I'm like, I did great. I went and I got all the things. I'm gonna get some vegan ice cream. There's a place that was doing live salsa dancing and salsa music outside. So I got to salsa outside in the ice cream line. And then I salsaed with my ice cream while I was eating it. And then I salsaed after. But then after that, I did the old people thing, right? Let me put my feet up and lay down for a little bit before the night festivities come and dance some more. My foot, I was limping Friday night. So my foot was like, you're going to have to ice this and elevate. So I did that all Friday night. There was no go-go music. There was no go-go music. And I was kind of mad about it, but I did get to dance with salsa. Saturday was my first festival in years. And I was a runner for my friend who is on the board. And I worked first I went to the farmer's market. So I was gay at the farmer's market. And then after the farmer's market, I was gay at the festival. And I had a little tutu, half tutu rainbow thing that my friend let me borrow. But I put an African dashiki wrap under it because it was Black Pride. So, I had to blend the two concepts, right? There was drag queens. There were drag shows. There were rainbows and glitter and butterflies and unicorns. It was so gay. And I loved it.
Yeah.
Oh, I loved it. And that was probably the most rainbowest I've been in that way. It was fun. It was great. I danced in the rain because it rained, and so of course I danced, and the little humans joined me, and I love it when little humans join me dancing in the rain. It makes me feel like a child. So yeah, and then I had to rest the next day. There was no drag brunch for me on Sunday. The only thing that I did was lay around as long as my body said so, because I was on my feet from 8 to 8.
That feels right. Feels right.
Yeah.
Your ripping and running reminds me of my turnover from Chicago to Los Angeles this last week. And I had this idea that I was going to go see the Beyonce show that Saturday night here in Houston because was supposed to land at 3. The show's at 7. And I had to fly out again at 7 a.m. So it's like, I can do this. This is fine. Because I'm young. Yeah, I can do this. And I packed the bag already. So the bag was already ready. I just had to switch toiletries over. It was going to be a perfect day, right? But within the week, I decided that I wasn't going to go do that because I'm just old and that's not going to happen. And I love you, B, but I got a show to put on, and that $600 to $800 that I was going to spend on those tickets, no, I can use that for printing. So I had a big boy moment. Well, something's different when you land and everything says cowboy everything, and Beyonce has a life-size bust of her at the goddamn airport as soon as you get off. And it's like, well, I guess I could maybe figure it out. But I also decided, it's like, no, I'm not doing this. It's not a waste of money, but it's a misuse of money. And the husband asks, do you want to go? And I was like, well, I do, but the coins. And he's like, well, I'll buy the tickets. And I was like, oh, well, it's like, all you got to say is shut the fuck up. If you buy the tickets, I'm going. So, of course, I'm in here. You don't even want to see this room right now. I had to make an outfit because I wasn't going. So I didn't have anything ready. I made a whole tank top and a denim do-rag and a pair of pants. And I went all the way in. And I've never sewn so fast in my life. It was like Project Runway. And went and saw the show. Not going to lie, was good. But, when you don't want to do something, you've already told your body you don't want to do it. It don't hit the same. It just don't. And I can never be disappointed in Beyonce because she is the best. I'm just old and tired. Didn't enjoy it like I normally would. All that to say, I did it. I made my plane the next day on time. I got to LA. But that sounds about like you. Just ripping and running, reminders of old self, but still, enjoying Pride. The fact that she was here in Houston during Pride weekend was iconic. I mean, I don't know how many people NRG Stadium holds, but she definitely held all those gays from whatever was happening elsewhere because the gays were not missing the Beyonce concerts. Like that was not happening. So and she did Saturday and Sunday. So I hope they weren't doing nothing between the hours of like 6 p.m. and midnight. Because if they were, the gays weren't there. Okay. Well, at least the black gays weren't. We was at the stadium seeing Mother.
I heard it was a good show.
It was a good
I
show.
heard it was a good show. Okay, so what was your first Pride? Do you remember your first like
Yeah.
where was
Yeah, my very first Pride was in Dallas, so Dallas Pride. And this was when it was still being held outside. And of course, it's hot as Hades. So yeah, I remember that. I was probably 15 and would have been working with a group at the time called Youth First Texas. I don't know what it's called now, but it's like one of those, kid gay groups. And it's like an after school program, if you will, for young queer kids. Yeah, I went with them and passed out condoms and and danced around and drank lemonade because that's what you do when you're 15. But I didn't have like gay stuff, so I didn't have like rainbows and such. I was just happy to be at the party. If I'm being honest, I don't think I knew that it was a thing. I just thought that it was this cool festival. Um, I'm pretty sure it didn't click until maybe I was like 18 that this was specifically for gay people. The same with Youth First. I didn't realize that everybody there was gay. It just never dawned on me because I'm just so used to the gays. It's like, oh yeah. I figured everybody was just everything. I also didn't know that one of my best friends was trans. Had no idea. There are just things I didn't know. Okay. I was not focused on it. I just knew that I liked these people. They were nice to me. This is a cool party. I'm not at my fucking house with my mom. Yeah. So that was my first Pride. What about yours? What was your first Pride?
my Pride, darling, was the first Pride. I went to New York at 16. I went to Pride in New York. Yeah, at 16 years old. My friend, a group of us drove into the city. I actually drove into Manhattan, where I parallel parked for the first time. And baby, New York's Pride. They know the Pride like it. Like there are titties and ass and all types of stuff everywhere with rainbows and glitter, and it is the most amazing thing to see and to witness the different types of gay, like just all in the rainbow community, like so many sizes and colors and shapes and experiences and pasties. There was a lot of pasties. I remember a lot of pasties. And the thing like thongs and jock straps and leather, it was incredible. Like incredible. And being from up north, they had little areas for if you were in the teens, like if you were not of 21, then there were spaces that you could go. And then so I that was my first introduction to Pride was in New York. I had been going to we had a rainbow community center for the youth. I forget what it's called, but it was just this whole community center dedicated to the rainbow community, and they had youth programs, and I would go sometimes and all those things. But like going to New York and knowing the history of why Pride exists, and then being able to like be there, man, it was great. I don't think I've been to several other Prides since then, and I don't even think it's like the feeling of pride of well, I think Black Pride is the closest. Like when I go to different Black Prides, it's the closest I feel like to the New York Pride. But other than that, like the other Prides, I don't really. Yeah, they're not.
I just can't. I get
Yeah,
that.
I get when you have an experience. It's like the first time I've ever had crab cakes was in New Orleans, and now after that, it's just like having crab cakes anywhere else. It's just like, ugh, what is this? Like I don't. What's happening, right? That's how I feel about Pride. Like because my first experience was in New York, everything else is just everything else.
So can I say that there's not can I say I can say whatever I want. There
Yeah.
is a part of me that also doesn't enjoy so terrible to say out loud. But people need to hear that they're different too. I don't really enjoy parties that I don't throw. Like if I'm not organizing the party or someone I know and trust is organizing the party, I don't enjoy it as much as I think I would. Mostly because I know what's happening and what's not happening. That like cutting of the corners and not respecting the hospitality of it all, not prepared, just not being prepared really bothers me when you invite hundreds to thousands of people into a space. So mentioning Black Pride, like, I kind of swore off Black Pride after I stopped organizing it. And because what we put on was 20 times better than what other people were putting on. And when I would go, it's like, this is just not engaging at all. I just feel like a number, and not even like a number that's being chosen. I'm just like in the group of numbers. Ew, I'm hot. Like, why is no one talking to me? So yeah, I don't enjoy it as much if I don't organize it. And that might be a bit of narcissistic of me. I don't fucking care because goddamn it, it's the truth. My parties are awesome.
I don't think it's not like I don't like going to different events either. That if I don't know anybody that's planned it, I'm just like I don't want to. Like I know that you're going to feed me salad and tell me that this is my nourishment while everybody else is eating a full fucking meal, and I know that like I don't want to. But you know who has a really I haven't been in years, so I can't quote this, but I've always loved Atlanta's Black Pride. Like I think Atlanta between my first Black Pride was actually in Charlotte. No, it wasn't. My first Black Pride was no, it was Atlanta's Black Pride, and then I went to the following year. I went to Charlotte's Black Pride because I was like, "Ooh, Charlotte has one too." But Atlanta's Black Pride, baby, brought all the people out that I like. I'm running into people that I know from different states and colleges, and even like states that I'm from. Like I'm from Connecticut, and why am I running into somebody in Atlanta? But it's because we're Black and we all exist in this rainbow family, and
We
so we're
also
all here.
travel.
We
Like we'll
do for a
travel
good
for
time.
them. Like we'll travel for a good time. It's not. It's like it's no big deal. That's why I was like, Pride Month is just another month for Black people because it's very rare that Black Pride is done in June for the reasons of non-competitiveness. We don't want to compete with your city pride because it's already some controversial idea that we want to have our own space. But like we'll do it other times, and we tend to do ours when the weather is not being evil. When it's like early fall or late summer, hell, sometimes even into the fucking winter. Because in the South, what is winter? We
Yeah.
could do Pride before Thanksgiving and it would be fine because it's still 80 degrees outside. But all I have to say, I don't know what the girl experience of all Pride, specifically Black Pride is, but the boy experience really is who are you going to have sex with tonight? I don't care what anyone says. They keep saying that it's about community and building friends. Fuck that. People are there to look at people and talk to them about sex later. That's it. Shut up. Whoever wants to debate me on this can, but if you're not creating spaces for people to be able to converse, then you are not creating community spaces. This music is too fucking loud. It's dark in here. Y'all started an hour and a half late. These drinks are $45 a piece. This is not community building. This is fuck creation. That's what this is. That's what this is. And after about an hour of me at least speaking to people, because I'm here like an idiot trying to make friends, and me getting the I don't want to have sex with you look. It's like, oh, okay. Well, I tried. I fucking tried. Okay. I tried. I tried to be here for community. I don't necessarily need to have sex with you, but I mean, you are cute, so fine. I don't know what the girl experience is. Is the girl experience like that too?
I don't know. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know because okay, I can tell you for me, right? So I when I was going to Prides, I was young and dumb and full of cum and wanted to share with everyone. So, um, women, we don't always. I can say that what I like was I one night standing then. I hadn't like I don't. I think I was one night standing then, but I wasn't one night standing at Pride, right? Like I hadn't gotten there yet. But if I met you at Pride, then that meant that maybe something could pop up later. With they had a lot of like the girl only parties. It's for us, it was about dressing up, right? Like, so you had the all white party, you had the all black party, they had they would rent out some hotel or some space to have vendors and shows so that you can talk, and they had like panel discussions or whatever in the daytime. But at nighttime, yeah, you were getting dressed to be like, who
To be
wants
seen.
to fuck you? Yeah,
Yeah,
like you want to be fuckable. Like you're walking out like saying, "Ooh, if I wasn't me, I would fuck me," and then your friends would being like, "Girl, I would fuck you." Like, yes, like that's the goal. Now whether you do or not that night, not the point. But the goal was to look fuckable and then meet somebody because you look fuckable, so that you can eventually fuck. But not this. Like I feel like men, y'all be like, meet, wham bam, thank you, ma'am, on to
yeah,
the next, not even like 2 hours later. And you're like right back on the app swiping. Like, or that other number that you met that night. You know what I mean? Or early in
yeah.
the day you met somebody and you're like, oh, I'm gonna connect with you. And you met somebody else. Oh, I'm gonna connect with you. And y'all get it in like 4 to a weekend. And we're just like, I got 4 numbers in a weekend. Like
It's true. It's very true. A part of me is also like, I'm not gonna lie, I keep talking. I know I'm cute. I know that I have a lot going for me. I get that. I also realize I'm incredibly married. So I'm not like I'm not crazy. But what I struggle with in these places is that I'm not cute enough. Like I don't feel chosen for the reasons that I have decided that I'm great. Right? I get chosen for the things like I have a really big butt. It's like, yeah, but I have no control of that. But I'm a fantastic artist. Would you love to talk about that? No, they don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about another stupid thing. I don't know. What's something random? Oh, people love talking to me about being married. Like if I could just do a podcast of me in public avoiding questions about marriage, that's my going out experience. Oh my god, you're married? Yeah, like it's the first homosexual you've ever met that's married. Is it? What's happening? Gays have been partnered since the beginning of time. Why is this such a phenomenon to y'all? Is it because I'm nice and my husband might not be here? What is wrong with you people? Get some culture. Okay, off soapbox. Off soapbox.
but that's like what I love about our family is that it's more acceptable in the rainbow family to have a main partner, to be married, and then to like still be able to go out. Like trying to explain this to the heteros, it's a very interesting perplexion that comes over their faces when you introduce the concept. It's just you can see it happening. Like you can see the what? Like you can just see every
Like I can have friends. Yes, you can have as many friends as you want. You
as
go
long
out
as
by
y'all
yourself.
consenting.
And this is like aside from sex. Like I've met so many non-queer people, rainbow community people that have to get like permission to hang out with people that they've known for years before they met their partner. It's like, oh well, I was thinking if maybe I can go to the TGI Fridays with such and such. Well, are there going to be girls there? Maybe, because girls are everywhere. Um, at least in society. I'm not inviting no girls. You know what I mean? Like it's like the fact that there's this weird underlying jealousy and like possession that's keeping people together. I don't get them. I don't get those people. It doesn't make sense to me. If I want to go to a bar and have a drink with whoever, I'm not asking for permission. It's more of a, hey babe, I'm gonna do something. I will see you in an hour and a half. And you're also welcome to come. It's not like you're banned from the gay bar too. I just know you don't want to go. So I'm not gonna mess with you about it. Oh shit. What happened? Oh, there you go.
Nothing.
But yeah,
I so I think it's just people don't get it. Like I am an air sign, so I go with this whole astrology thing, right? And so being an air sign, I'm not really connected to a lot of things that most people are like. Yes, I that matters to me. It don't matter to me. Like as long as you're giving me what I want, I really don't care what you do. Right? Like as long as you're not harming yourself or others, and I'm getting what I asked for. If we consented to this, please go have fun. And I don't want to go. And I don't even care who's there. As long as you don't come back with nothing that you can come home with, that you can leave home with. That's it.
that's how you go. Have
Other
a
than
good
that, do you need me to call you to remind you like you need to leave? Like, do you need anything from me so that you could have a better time? Because I don't care. And I think that people usually like, I don't know about men at all, but women, oh, it's like they've been conditioned to be jealous, and we've been conditioned to be insecure. We've been conditioned to feel like we have to fight for our partner and be over it. And I just didn't grow up in that kind of community where it's just like, no, you gonna do what you gonna do, friend. Just again, don't bring nothing back that you didn't leave home with.
I think boys are, specifically gay boys raised by their mothers, grandmothers, and aunts, are we got those same conditions. Like we weren't raised as women, but we have girl in us because that's just who was around us. We saw the mannerisms, we know the expectations of male, female, or anything in between. We know what a friend looks like, we know what a partner looks like. And there is a partial jealousy to that. I mean, you can even just go all the way down to just the best friend, right? There's the best friend, and then there are your friends, right? Best friend is straight up your partner until you get a person. Until you get a person, your best friend is your person. And though that's not true, though that is like 100% not true, you can have both at the same time. It's like you concede as the best friend when someone gets a partner, as a girl. Like that's how it happens. Like, oh, you got a husband now? Okay, I'm gonna just wait. Because when I get a husband, then we can be best friends again because now we're both married. What? Like, please tell me. But no, I understand it. And gay boys that were raised by women mainly have the same issue. It's the same thing. It's like, why would you be outside? Why would you just let him? Why would I just let him? You want me to hold this 6 foot, 220-pound man down from doing whatever the hell he wants to do? Girl, I would sooner fight a wall. I'm not doing this. I would sooner argue with my grandmother, who is, been gone, dead and gone for a long time, and lose because she's a really good arguer. She was really good at arguing. All that to say, yeah, no, it's a through line. I don't get it. It's not for us, and it manifests itself at Pride celebrations as me feeling lesser than. So I just don't want to be there. Yeah, talk about mental health.
Like
Awareness. Okay, talk about Mental Health Awareness Month.
I'm so intrigued. I think for me, I don't ever think that anybody's attracted to me. So that's really
Same.
how I kind of move. I kind of move around the world. It's like, oh, like I know that I'm attractive. I know that I'm pretty. I'm not like those things. I don't question, but I just don't think that other women are attracted to me. Like men, yes, but women, like, okay, I don't think that other women are attracted to me because usually I'm not in spaces with other women that would be attracted to me to be attracted to me. Like, right. So I found that in the pride space, this was the first time that a woman, like, I've experienced women looking at me like I was a snack, a whole meal, and that they wanted to eat me up and drink my bathwater at the same time. I'm not gonna lie, I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was like, love this. More of this, please.
Sign me up.
Like, but to be honest, I don't. I kind of. That's probably one of the reasons why I don't go out either. Is because I don't always think that people are attracted to me, and I'm like single as hell, and ready to be bent over. But it's like, will people even know
I love
that
it.
I'm
Single as
I'm
hell.
like, do people even know that I'm down to be bent over? And I think like walking around without shoes and being this healer and all these things, people have this misconception that I am just not, like, maybe I'm an asexual. I don't know. Like I just am not into it, and I am into it. I am so into it.
I love it. It's really funny. Sorry, we haven't had this conversation. This is the first time we're having this as friends, so y'all are just privy to the first time I've heard this out loud. Well, that's funny.
like and so I realized that being in community also gives me opportunity to be seen by people who would want to see me, that would want to lick me up and down until I say stuff. But like I don't even think that people really be wanting it, and I just be like, but I'm pretty, and I'm not
I'm
crazy,
so
and
snackalicious.
I won't burn your shit down, or give you an STI or make you feel dumb. I won't do any of that. I just yeah, I just want to have fun and come.
Real.
So
Yeah. May I? it's like in this vein of I don't think I'm attractive to people. I kind of lied earlier when I say same. It's not true. I know I'm attractive to people, but I can't know that you like me if you don't talk to me. Like I can't. If you don't say something to me, I am now convinced you don't like me. Because if I like something, I'm gonna talk to it. And I mean anything. I will talk to a chair that I like. I walk up to things, and say, "Oh my God, aren't you just adorable?" I do this all the time. Like if a jacket in a store, it's like, you are just wonderful. I talk to things that I like, okay, or at least that I'm attracted to. So how am I supposed to know that you like me if you don't speak to me? And I also realized you get this. We get the intimidation thing, right? It's like you're just a little intimidating to speak to. It's like I'll give you that because we're cute, okay? And we are fucking cute, and it's just the way we walk through rooms. I get it. It'd be hard for me to muster up the courage too. But please don't tell me 12 years from now, right? Because the thrill is gone. Like the ship has sailed. You don't you don't get to tell me in 4 years that you've always felt a certain way about me, even if it's not sexual, right? I'm okay with you not liking me sexually. But if you think I'm a dope person and you want to know me, please. Otherwise, I'm convinced you don't like me or want to know me, and I will treat you as such. What can I say? Like, if I think you're dope, I think you're dope, and I will tell you I think you're dope. I really like your outfit. Or, I was ear hustling and I overheard a conversation y'all are having. Do you mind if I chime in? Like, if I'm interested, I'm going to get up in there. And how else were you supposed to know that I was interested? Was it supposed to was it telepathic? Am I supposed to just is there a certain hand signal you give people now or do you just wait until they find you somewhere on the internet to anonymously and or not anonymously, very what is the word? Indirectly speak to you? Ew. Because now I'm gonna see you out in public. And it's just I replied to your DM, but also I see you here every weekend. I'm standing 20 feet away from you. Boy, if you don't open your goddamn mouth to say something, because also we can't be friends. That's the other thing. We can't be friends because my friends don't roll like that. No. If you don't want to do something in our friendships, we say we don't want to do it. If we want to do something, we say we want to do it. If we like something, we say we like it. If we don't like something, we say we don't like it. That's how our friendships roll. So you just told me without telling me we can't be friends, because I'm gonna introduce you to some people that have no problem saying what they need. Not a single issue. We could be mid-meal, and as soon as the vibe is vibed, we're just well, girls, it's been real. And we're out. And we're out. And it's no shade to anybody. We got plenty of rest we want to get anyway. So it was so good to see you, girl. And we out. So yeah, that was my rant. That's my second rant of the pod. Sorry. Thank you for listening.
No, it's true though. I do, but again, I really feel like for me, I only get to have those kind of conversations in pride spaces and rainbow based spaces. There's not a lot of women out here who approach me or even slide in my DMs. People slide in people's DMs, and I know that that's a thing, and I have yet to experience that for real. And I'm just is it because I live the kind of life that I live? Like people just don't think that I want to be bent over? Because I do. I just want to say it again. I do. 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 I do.
It's you would like to be bent over. You just want to make sure that everyone's hydrated. That's it. It's hydrate and bend me over. Because I'm hydrated.
Thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Mm-hmm. And it's and then it's I'm at this place, friend, where I don't even know how to tell people that I think I tell people that I'm attracted to them, but I don't know if they take it seriously. You know what I'm saying? They're just oh, she said that I'm attracted to, Fatima said I'm attracted. She's attracted to me. But it's yeah, and then you're supposed to do something after that.
Yeah, that was the door. It was open.
Wide open. You could be the potential person to bend me over if you would just accept that I'm attracted to you.
And it's not a scam. like people speaking to you is not it's not an automatic way of someone trying to take something from you. Like, I get it. You have been with some fuck people. I get it. And you got to have your guard at least the tiniest bit up, because people will try you at every turn. But goddamn, what has my past or my record shown you that I'm here to fuck people over? Have you heard from on the streets that Jeremy Teel does terrible things to people? My references check. I don't know where did you get this idea that I'm going to do something to you? If anything, I might just love you to pieces. That's probably and I will hold you accountable to things if you do something stupid, but I would expect the same in return. So tell me. So yeah, me saying you saying that, or me saying something to you, does not automatically mean that I'm here to like take something from you. Give me
I'm
a
more like Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll upgrade your ass so that you can, bend me over. But the goal,
the
like,
upgrade will
I'm
be
not,
painful, but you will be fine at the end, I promise.
and you will enjoy it. You will
Oh, you'll
enjoy
enjoy
it.
all of it. It'll be so confusing and exciting, and you just don't know self-care until you meet someone who knows it. Oh,
And
you'll learn to
hydrating. It'll be
enjoy it.
so hydrating. It'll be so hydrating because you are what you eat. You taste like what you put in your body. So I be telling people I taste like rainbows, the sun, photosynthesis, cucumbers, and alkaline water.
I don't know what I taste like. Chicken and vegetables. That's basically all I eat. That's basically all I eat. I will eat. I have a very. I love cuisine, so don't get it twisted, y'all. I will go and eat anything, but if I have to make it, it's likely just chicken and vegetables, because I am not in that kitchen cooking and a going. Mm-mm. I'm meal prepping some chicken and some vegetables. That's all I've eaten, unless I'm out and about and I'll get something exciting and adventurous.
Yeah, no, friend. I can't. I used to meal prep 3 different meals because I couldn't eat the same thing every day. So I would have to meal prep like a pasta, a rice dish, then, something else. And even now I have to cook today, which will have me have food for a couple of days. But like
Thank you for
mm,
saying something. I need to make sure my grocery order. But okay, back to us. It is also Mental Health Awareness Month, or Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. And I think a lot of what we just talked about is really just being aware of how you feel and what's going on in your brain. And it's kind of fascinating to say that out loud, that my experiences in the past have made me feel unworthy or unseen in my own community. That's so weird to say out loud, because here I am thinking I got my shit. People think I got my shit together, and I do, but I'm not gonna lie, y'all make me feel like shit sometimes by not talking to me. Like, I do all this work to be a great person, and no one will let me practice it.
it brings up abandonment issues and am I good enough? Am I worthy? I know for me anyway, like not feeling a part of a community that you're a part of, like not feeling fully accepted. And it's like, oh, I'm accepted over here in the workspace, but in like the personal world, it's not accepted. And realizing that sometimes people want you because of what you have to offer and not because of just who you are, and what role does that play in how one values themselves. Because for me, for a long time, I just know that I'm a great worker bee. I'm not a great worker bee, I am the queen bee of working, right? Like I will not just do the work, but also will delegate how work should be done. And people see that as something like there's this, oh, that's beautiful over here. But then when it comes to the personal engagement, the creating a real relationship, whatever kind of relationship, but it's not transactional, it doesn't always happen. And there's always like the remnants of rejection, right? What happens when you feel rejected? What happens when you don't feel like you belong? On in your mental health, like it, I feel like it does play a role in our mental health, but we don't talk about it. Like we don't talk about not being accepted and abandonment and mommy issues and how it impacts how we engage with ourselves and other people and how we relate to ourselves and other people. And then you get to a place where nobody talks to you, and then bring the little kid in you comes out. You're like, can somebody play with me in the sandbox? And why doesn't anybody pick me first? I was always the first girl to be picked because I was athletic, and that was like the key sign of that I really like girls. But else again, that was transactional because they knew I was athletic. They knew that I was going to play to win. It wasn't just like, oh, Fatima's a cool person.
Yeah. No, I get that. And often we have so many people that maybe because of us not asking enough questions and coming up with, really doing the work to dig deep and figure out what's going on and how feels come up. We have so many people isolating themselves and just straight up not showing up to spaces or not engaging with the community members. Because there are people like myself who, I mean, honestly, it's my shit. Like, I love being by myself, but there's just nothing like being surrounded by people who fuck with you. There's just nothing like it. There's an energy that comes from it. There's a nourishment that comes from it. And there's also this certainty that whatever you're giving that day is enough. And to not be able to do that often is honestly really hard because I love it. But isolating yourself, in my opinion, is not the answer. Like you can't just give up. You just got to find your people. And they exist. Believe you me, they exist. I was just told last week that I can't be somebody's friend. I was called unwarm last week. That's right. That's a whole conversation. But it's like you're just not chill enough. It's like, you're right. I'm not chill. I'm not a chill person. I have never been a chill person. I will never be a chill person. I don't want to sit in a room and smoke and stare at the ceiling in silence with you. I don't. That is not the way I enjoy my community. Does that make me unwarm? That's debatable. But hey, I'm happy he said something. I'm happy he spoke, but said exactly what he needed. Right? It's like, all right, girl. I mean, some of it wasn't true, but you say whatever you need to say for yourself, okay? Because we're not gonna be friends now, and that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Wait, that's a topic for another day. Topic for another day. Don't isolate yourself, is I guess what I'm trying to say. Yeah, don't isolate yourself. Keep trying. We exist. People are out here. You can feel what you want to feel, but girl, fuck these people. Your people out there somewhere.
Yeah, that's true. I think the more that we're outside and around people, it helps us get out of our own stuff because then we realize that we're connected to something bigger than us. Like it's not just us. I feel like isolation makes us smaller. It makes us think that, oh, it's just me. It's just happening to me. It's not happening to anybody else. No one else feels abandoned. No one else feels alone. Nobody else feels small. Nobody else feels they're not good enough. Like it's just me. And it's like, no, but you're not that special. I get it, but you're not that special. Like we
Yeah.
all have had some kind of similar or same experience that gave us that feeling, right? And instead of us coming together, we live in a culture that tells you to isolate, that tells you to leave people alone, and tells you to just you can figure it out by yourself. And I keep telling people, no, you can't. Like there's a certain there's a certain level that you can get to by yourself, and then you need to phone a friend, a therapist, or somebody. Like I had this whole people aren't talking to me right now. And people aren't talking to me right now because I out loud said, are you talking to a therapist that's aiding you and making these decisions because you're moving from a trauma response? And I was given the cold shoulder. Like I was told that I was wrong and, harmful for wanting them to get help because you can't do it by yourself.
True.
Like I went to therapy. I have gone to so many healing practitioners that have helped me recognize my trauma, how to move with my trauma, how my trauma is playing a role in how I think and how I speak and how I engage. So, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. That's what they say, right? So for me, I'm like, I'm only telling you what I know is true. There's some things that you can get through by yourself. And there's a whole lot of other things that you need to call somebody.
You got to call Tyrone. That's for sure. You got to call somebody. And if you don't, let's just say you don't have therapy. I mean, I think a really good alternative is like an older family member that gets it or gets you. Generally, the one who is the most put together. Maybe the person who doesn't always show up to the cookout, but when they do, they light up the room. Call them. They probably figured it out, right? They're probably figuring out what the thing is, because the word therapy really gets people thrown off. And it's just like, I don't know, like telling a stranger all my business. It's like, well, tell them all your business, but at least explain the scenario and get a non-biased opinion. That's it. That's really all they're doing. They're just there to tell you what they heard, and they don't owe you anything but the truth. That's it. That's all therapy is. It's just a person listening to you and saying, that ain't what I heard, but okay. Do you want feedback, or did you just want to get that off your chest? Welcome to therapy.
Or how does that align with the goals that you've set out for yourself? Like it's like they remind you of what you said, and like it's like it's a Jiminy Cricket, right? And in one break of my life, I couldn't afford therapy. So what I did was I talked to my friends who were living the life that I wanted to live, who were older than me, and I got insight from them. It's like, how would you move in this scenario? Because my fucked up self said that I should just go over there and burn everything down. But I'm trying to be better. So how would you, how do you, based off of the fact pattern, and this is what I'm thinking about doing, how does the non-harmful response look? Because they had been moving from a place that was non-harmful. I liked their life. They didn't have any trauma or drama or chaos. Their life was flowing pretty well. So hey, how did you get here? Like, what is the
Hey, you friends. Hey, you.
hey? And it worked because I didn't know what I didn't know, and I wasn't trying to keep doing the same thing. I couldn't afford therapy, but I knew that there was wise people in my life, not in my family though, because my family, no, but
Heard.
my chosen family, the people that I've chose to be in my life and I trust, absolutely. I call people right now, being like, "Hey, I'm thinking about doing this and this and this and this and this and this." But you're way better at planning and logistics and all these things when it comes to personal decisions and making and reaching your goals. So help, friend. And then they give me their insight, and I'm like, "Oh, great." But it's a part of my mental health journey has been to have grace for what I don't know, have grace for the fact that I'm still learning, and also being able to accept that I'm gonna need people. Like I
Yeah.
just that's it. Like,
And it's gonna cost you, it's either gonna cost you time or money or some energy, but it's gonna cost you something. And I mean, I don't know if it's everybody, but it does take a sliver of my ego. It like shaves it down just a little bit. And because there's no point in walking through the world with this big, like, I can, I got it. I'm so bad. I'm so this. I'm so that. Okay. And that's doing nothing for you. But if anything, it's weighing you down and holding you back from shit. Go ahead and shave off some of that ego. Call a friend. Get some help. Because you're really fucking yourself by not doing it. You truly are. Like, not knowing why you feel the way you feel is the worst way to feel. If I'm saying how it feels for me. If I don't know what is going on, I'm fucked. I just completely screwed. Because sometimes you'll find yourself, or at least, speak for myself, I'll find myself in the middle of something, and all of a sudden my mood has moved. And I don't know what just happened. I have no idea what happened. So then I gotta just stand there and think about it. Now, what just happened? Because we were just fine 20 seconds ago. Was it the lady that brushed past you without saying excuse me? Was it the weird salesperson who won't stop staring at you? Is it the lighting in here? What is it, Jeremy? And why is that bothering you so goddamn much? I often tell myself to calm down out loud in public because things will piss me off. Mostly decorum things. Things like not saying excuse me or not holding the door open for somebody. The the little divider thing at the grocery store on the belt. Oh, it gets me every time. Every time. Like, how fucking dare you, bitch? My groceries didn't want to touch your groceries anyway. You evil, ugly bitch. I don't know why. I have no idea where it comes from, but I know it and I can recognize it. I know and I can recognize it. So it's just like not knowing how you feel is just so terrible. So ask yourself questions and tell yourself to calm down.
yeah, mine is I don't before I took off my shoes, I used to have to I still talk myself through things, but I used to talk myself through things. Like, okay, so why do you feel this way? What happens? Is it them or is it you? What role do you play in this? Do you slap them or don't you? You can't go around slapping people. Like, there was a whole thing that happened in my head out loud simultaneously. I would have to go for walks. or I would dance it out. Like people, I don't care what people think, but I'm pretty sure people like, what the hell is wrong with her? It's like, I'm saving you right now. This is
Yep.
me saving you. You're welcome. Like you are so welcome. Like, because you, where I'm from, somebody would have slapped you, cut you, shot you, and everybody would have thought that that behavior was okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm trying to make us better. And in trying to make us better, me and then us being a reflection, as they say, being the change that you want to see. I always like to commend you, Jeremy, because you are definitely creating spaces of being the change that you want to see in life and your art and your genius and your creativity. And I would like for you to talk about your upcoming show and your all the things, because it definitely aligns with Mental Health Awareness Month for people that identify as being minorities. And it's just really, I think, a really good showing. And I just really support everything you do. So, what is this show that you're putting on, and why did you decide to create it?
Well, thanks for that. I definitely, and I think that might be another reason why I intimidate people is because I tend to be the person in the room that's like, no, that doesn't feel right. Or, ah, something just happened there. That was rude. You need to apologize. Like, so no, always being the center of change is hard, but I don't know. It's a fun burden to bear. Yeah, it's exciting. And what is it? So this show is called Unburdened. It is a poetry and photography exhibition currently, and if I can afford it, which I'm pretty sure I can, a book of poetry and all the photos at once. It is a live experience currently in Houston. It will be on July the 25th and July the 26th at Two Light Studio, which is my photography studio here in Houston, Texas. The whole point of Unburdened is to remind Black people, Black men specifically, and those who love us, that we need to rest. We need to sit down. We need to go to sleep. We need to uh, chill out. We need to close our eyes, take a breath. And I am highly inspired by people who are very well rested. My husband being my number one muse for that, because this man, I honestly think he can sleep through anything, on anything, in anything. And when he wakes up, it's like the world just reset and he's ready to go. And I have no idea what that feels like. And I'm very jealous of it. I'm just going to be honest. I'm incredibly jealous of it. But I know a lot of men like that. When they finally find what rest means, they don't skimp on it. Like they have no problem going and sitting down. And they're generally the old uncles and grandfathers and dads yelling at other young men to go sit their asses down. Like the streets is going to be there regardless. You ain't got to be in them every day. you know, you can get some ass later, go lay your ass down, like that kind of thing. So that's what it is. That's the inspiration about it. Yes, it is a whole bunch of pictures of Black men with their eyes closed. It sounds crazy, but the world we're creating is to invite people to just think about rest as a priority. That's it. You don't have to do it, but just remember that one time you got all 8 hours and you were hydrated and full, and you woke up that next day and you're just like, today is a good day, isn't it? That's it. If you can do that more often, baby, it will help us all. Believe you me. When what is that? Like when the lesser of us has something, the rest of us can too. So I'm not saying Black men are lesser, but I can say that the priority of Black bodies being rested is very lacking. So if we can continue to remind ourselves that we have to do it and we need to do it, then we'll just inspire another set of people to do it, as Black people do, because that's just what we do. We're good at reminding people what needs to be done, or at least innovating on it. Why is my camera so bright? Jesus, they got really bright all of a sudden. So that's that. Any more questions?
When is it?
Oh, okay. July 25th and 26th.
And what are you hoping that people, and inspiring people to rest is the goal? But when they get to the experience, what are you hoping that they will like feel when they're in the experience that you're curating?
I hope they'll feel invited to look at to look at art as experience, not so much as like something pretty. Look at it as like something that you would have in your home or in your personal space that reminds you of something that you want or to do. In this case, it's to rest. So Obviously, I'm an artist, and I would love it if everyone bought every single piece of art on that wall. That'd be so great. Buy the book, get the bookmarks, buy a sleep mask, like go crazy. But the reason I sell art, the reason I do art is to invite people to try this thing. Like this last one was about Black people's experience in the kink and BDSM scene, right? To remind you that your sensuality, sexuality, your body is perfect. It's exactly how it's supposed to be. And there are people that want to touch it. Let them touch it. We just talked about that earlier. This one is in a different direction, but I'm just telling you, you won't lose anything by taking some rest. You lose nothing. You don't lose time either. If anything, you gain some, because if you get a little rest, you'll do much more when you are awake. So that's my invitation. It's like to keep reminding yourself that this art, this thing, these experiences, they're here to just keep us going. That's the whole point. And also just enjoy it. Like come and be fancy for an hour and a half and have a cocktail and mingle with artsy people and take your ass home and go to sleep.
To rest.
To rest, yeah, to rest. To me, going to sleep is rest and chat. And I know it's not the same thing. It's a reminder for myself. I'm not exempt from my art either. So it was a mirror of an experience to shoot it, to write it. And as I'm reading it, I back at myself and it's like, I don't do half of this. So I'm absolutely a hypocrite. I really am. But I'm learning through it. It is helping me constantly think about it. It's like, you know what, Jeremy? Go sit down. It'll work itself out. Go sit down. Today, I'm not doing shit today. I got so much stuff to do today, but I'm not doing it. I'm doing this. And well, I will clean up, but I'm not opening up Excel spreadsheets. I'm not going through logistics for things. I am going to go eat some food. I am going to sit on my couch. I'm probably going to take another nap. And if I wake up and want to do something, I will.
I love that. And I'm proud of you. Because I've been preaching, talking about people sitting down and taking care of themselves for years. And when I burnt out in law school, in lawyer school, I burnt out the first year, and that was it for me. After that first burnout, I realized that rest was so important, and I could do more if I was well rested. Then all the things that I was trying to get accomplished, I had accomplished like that because I wasn't dragging, I wasn't tired. And even now, my friend, I'm in a caregiving, I'm in a caregiving capacity, and my friend's like, I don't want you to burn out, and I was like, I'm not gonna burn out because I'm winding down at 9:30. I already told you, like, we can wrap this up. I'm done for the day, right? And she's just like, I don't want you to burn out. This is gonna be so much energy. I say, no. I know how to take care of myself because I'm going to rest. Like I'm going to bed. I'm going to say no. If I'm out in these streets for 3 days, I'm not leaving the house for the fourth day. No, I'm not leaving the house. Like, don't ask me nothing. And having visuals where Black men are resting, I think it's just even more important because it's been a condition to go, do, and rest is a feminine thing. Rest is a woman thing. Rest is connected to some artificial construct. But rest is a human thing. We all, as humans, need rest. And you providing space to just have this conversation and for people to see images of Black men that they love or look like Black men that they love resting, it's inspirational. So I will be in Houston for your show for both nights because I am not missing this one. And I just genuinely believe that it's just such a great alignment for mental health, Minority Mental Health Awareness Month, and getting more masculine presenting individuals that identify as men to know that it's okay to rest. So where can people get tickets? Where can they find you? How can they support? And what does that look like?
People can currently RSVP at jeremyateel.com/unburdened. It should pop up as soon as you open up jeremyateel.com, though. If it doesn't, just go to exhibitions. It'll be fine. It's right there. I am making an Eventbrite for it today. I'm also going to make a Facebook thing for it, just so it's a little more accessible and people can just stumble upon it. We want to pack the room for both experiences, and it's free. It is completely free. You do not have to pay to come and experience this. Please just show up with 30 people. And if one of you leaves with a piece of art or a bookmark, I will be so happy. Please don't make me go home with 120 bookmarks. Please. That would be so great. I would appreciate that thoroughly.
So what I heard you say was this is an amazing free experience where people can then leave with something that means something and they can contribute to you as an artist and make sure that you as a creative get the sacred investment that you deserve by putting your energy into creating such an amazing space.
That is exactly what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. I'm so happy that
beautiful.
I'm happy we hear each other.
Okay, so I think that we've done our due. We've talked about our Pride experience. We've let everyone know, our own experience on Minority Mental Health Awareness Month. So I'm Fatima again from Love and Healing Work. You can follow me at Love and Healing Work on all the platforms. We are now moving to Mighty Networks though. So in July, we will not be on every platform. We will be creating and cultivating community in Mighty Networks. So hopefully that you will join us. Our lives will be there. That's where we will have all of the things. And the goal is for us to just really be in alignment with love and healing. And love and healing shows up in so many ways. And so this month, please take care of yourself and drink water. Support those that are inviting us to rest and to be more mindful and to sit down. It is okay to be still. You deserve it. Anything that you want to leave the people with before we go?
Yeah, well, Jeremy here. Please do follow Jeremy A. Teel on Instagram and of course, jeremyateel.com. If you have any questions, send them. I'm looking for collaborations. And if I can tour this, I would love to get this out in the world. So let me know if you think this is interesting and you have a wall I can put 3 pictures on. That'd be really dope. There are more than 3 pictures, by the way. You're great. Yeah, I'm just grateful for the space that we're creating here as a friend and sharing these wonderful conversations that we tend to have by ourselves with the world. It's really, really great. So shout out to Fatima for dragging me out of bed before noon. Yay!
You are so welcome. Please like, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you next time. Love.
Peace out, y'all.